Okay, good morning Alliance, welcome to Alliance almost live. We're not quite live, I don't trust the technology, I've been here before. But also, secondly, my kids are upstairs, they might run down. So I've got probably about 15 minutes, I'm only going to keep you as short as I can because I will probably be interrupted. I want to talk about three things. I want to talk about the priorities for December and reflect a little bit on November. I want to celebrate our top 10 advisors so far for the month, and we have the figures up to close of play Sunday, so we've had another 5 days trading, so we'll excitedly wait to see that on Monday, to see who finished top, but we'll just reflect on the top 10 and say well done to the people that have done so well so far. I also want to just talk about our employee engagement survey. We've had our employee engagement survey through, and I just want to talk you through what that means for us and what your feedback was. So firstly, I just want to reflect on November. I love November. I guess there's two things that I always really enjoy, and I'm heavy with the numbers today, but firstly, I love it when I see thank you cards that people send out and I read some of them, and quite a few of them get me quite emotional. When I get a few, I get quite emotional. It's a beautiful thing, but it's also hearing people tell their story through somebody else reflecting back and saying thank you for what they did. We've had loads of that. I think we broke a record in November for the number of thank you cards. We average about 100. We were pushing 200 thank you cards in November, which was lovely to see. Also, just the ASM meeting in particular was standout. The quality of the work, the effort that's gone in. I talk about SFM, I talk about coaching because fundamentally I want people to leave the area better than when they started. And the way you do that is through amazing coaching and amazing development. And to see that progress with our ASMs, I think I reflected how many ASMs in our area have been through the CAD programme, how many people we now have on the apprenticeships. It's the people things that always make me the proudest and make me the happiest, and handing out gala tickets as well is always special. I think in performance-wise as well, if we look at the dashboard, to see so many stores fighting out of the top 100 was amazing as well, and it's different people, different teams. As I'm going around stores, everyone's still trying to beat Swindon. We don't know if anybody did, but the secret to it is you have to start fast, which probably leads me on to December, but November, seeing some of that drive and some of that hunger, and also the commerciality. We're starting to get some real results. We were particularly strong on NPS, and we've been particularly strong on Mystery Shop is solid, but we've been particularly strong on how we address rescue and how we drive HVT. So it brings me on to December. In December there are 5 priorities, and in this order. Number 1 is contract handset. I'm going to be talking contract handset. Your store managers are going to be talking contract handset. Your assistant managers are going to be talking contract handset. Everyone, we're going to be focusing heavily on contract handset. That is the number 1 priority. Why? Because it allows us to grow the business and to be profitable, and if we're profitable we can reinvest in the things that we want to see. Contract handset is huge, it's our opportunity. We sell connectivity to the network, and that's what handsets allow us to do. So priority number 1 is contract handset. Priority number 2 is 3 Rescue. Everybody needs to be using the Visit app, using the GC app Area 12, so that we can make sure that everybody is up to speed with it and we can evolve it as we go. It's working with Grant from Azurion, but absolutely the fundamental expectation is everyone is using it, and that's a huge priority for us. Same principle, it generates money that we can then reinvest in deals. So when you see some of the deals on Black Friday, our ability to extend it is because we've done well on accessories, and we've done well on 3 Rescue, and we've done well on MPO as a business, which then allows us to reinvest that money in the deals that you see. So you may never see that, you may never see it written down, but that's the principle of what we do, and I see it because I see the budget. So priority 3, or 2 and 3 are interchangeable, but MPO, our biggest opportunity as an area is MPO. The number of times I've sat on conference calls this year, or I've been in meetings and I've been asked, why can't Area 12 MPO? You've got such a super talented team, what is it that stops them from doing that? I think there's 2 things. Firstly, there's a perception that MPO drives down NPS. That isn't true. Filter the dashboard, have a look at the evidence. The evidence doesn't show that. In fact, the evidence shows the opposite. If you MPO and you sell rescue, you get better NPS. Reason for that is because you've had a deeper, broader conversation with the customer, established their needs, but really understand them as a person, which means you probably had more enjoyable conversations, people like talking about themselves. It's a natural instinct of humans. So the more people talk about themselves, the happier they've enjoyed the experience, the more likely they are to give you a better response. It's just a fact. We also know with Rescue that they stay longer. They stay on average 3 months longer, and those customers come back to your store. So I could talk endlessly around the reasons to sell through Rescue and MPO. MPO is our opportunity. I want this area to be top 5 in the company for MPO. We're currently bottom 5, and we have been for several months. I'm saying it's not capability. I don't believe it is capability, because I see us fire. When we start looking at it, we fire on it, and there's no reason why we can't fire all the time. And a big part of that is starting fast. So while we've got the Black Friday offers till the end of the play on Monday, make sure that you take this opportunity to get your MPOs up really high to start the month. And then it's just maintaining there, rather than getting 2 weeks in and going, right, my manager's talking MPO, my manager's talking MPO, I've got to sell some MPOs. Start fast, get the percentage high, and then as we go through the month, you don't have to do one every day, it's one every other day. The evidence, and this is genuine, I walked into the Capital with Kev Baker, head of region. We talked about MPO. Kenny and the team went on an absolute mission to do 1 MPO per day. I believe they did 11, 12 days in a row, and went from 250th unlocking 1 pot to top 100 unlocking all 5. That's the power of MPO. It can give you 2 extra days business. It's massive. But as an area, we have an opportunity. You can sell Rescue, you can sell HVT, and you can sell MPO at the same time. That's our opportunity. You don't have to substitute, and you can also get amazing MPS. So MPO is number 3. Number 4 is Pay As You Go. Pay As You Go is really important to us. I'm not going to talk too much, because as an area we have been consistently top 5, continue to be top 5, continue to be doing what we're doing on Pay As You Go. Be mindful that mystery shoppers around Christmas will be out looking at Pay As You Go in particular, because we've just done a lot of work on it. And there's a refresh coming, I believe, on the 11th of December. And then finally, 5th is MPS. We started every month poorly and then have to play catch up, and that just creates anxiety around, are we going to earn bonus, full bonus. Start strong this weekend for the Alliance. The month starts on a Saturday, and traditionally we are strong on a Saturday. There's no stock count tomorrow, so MPS, we should start top 5 in the company and continue that excellent work we do. If you're struggling on MPS, pick up the phone, ask someone, because as an area we are doing well. So if you can hear that, contract handset is really, really important. Our massive opportunity is MPO. If your store is geared up, fired up to deliver contract handset and MPO, I absolutely guarantee you will get the recognition you deserve, and you'll get the rewards you deserve at your Christmas pay packets. Okay, that's November, December. But who've been our superstars? So Dave Edwards has worked tremendously hard to get Retail Tools up and live. If you click on Retail Tools, you click on the Advisor League, you will now see where you rank in the league overall, and you can click on it, your name, and it will bring down your percentages. Please have a look, please get involved. He's worked hard to bring this to life. We've taken the feedback that it's a spreadsheet down, we put it on the walls, no one really reads it. We've put it in your hands so that you can see. Primarily so that I can go around on visits and go, check you out, check what you're doing, well done. And I've loved doing that. That's been such a difference for me to be able to do that recognition when I'm in store. But also the competition. Who is the best person in your store? I don't know, but now we know, because we can see on the league. Now, our league, I know there's a company dashboard which looks at quality. I like to look at quality, experience and volume. At present, the company dashboard doesn't do that. So as an area, I've advanced it, because I want to be able to recognise volume, quality and experience, because I feel in this area, that's what I want to recognise. So if you want to be top of this league, sell lots with lots of things attached, with amazing customer experience, and that will class you as a superstar advisor. Thank you. That's the dashboards. That's how it works. So currently we have in the top 10 Alison from Carmarthen, which is fantastic. I love about that is Alison told me she's going to do it, and there she is. We've got Lena from Swindon in the top 10. That's fabulous, Lena. Well done. I'm really pleased to see that. Misha from Cardiff Capital has been successful on the apprenticeship programme, and there she is in the top 10. That's superb. Well done. Luke Lewis, who has just moved from Neath to more hours in Swansea after a fabulous time in Neath. Well done, Luke. It's lovely to see you there. And Ellen in Hereford, who's also making a move over to be a key holder in Pontypridd, again in the top 10. Well done. Jacoa from Cheltenham and Nem from Cheltenham in the top top 10 as well, which is amazing. It's becoming really consistent as well, up there in the top. And then from Swindon, currently own the top 3. So Subs in 3rd, Chelsea in 2nd, and Sid in 1st. Will they still be there? We shall check out the dash on Monday to see where we are. We will release the league on Thursday, just before Recognition Day. So take a look and see where you are. But well done to our top 10 so far, who are delivering across the broad range of things that we sell. So well done. That's awesome to see. And then finally, and I know I've got 4 minutes left, 4 minutes I promise, then you're gone. You get on with the rest of your day and sell some stuff. I just want to talk about our employee survey. My managers know, I think if anybody's spoken to me, as much as performance really matters, I want people to earn money, I want people to earn the respect for the work that they do. The one thing that matters to me more than anything else is the employee sense check survey. It always has. It's a reflection of my leadership, it's a reflection of my store manager's leadership, my assistant manager's leadership, it's a reflection of the head of region's leadership. It's about leadership, and it's about how you feel working in this area and for this company. And I'm very pleased to say that our last result was okay. This result was fabulous. It's plus 45. Yes, come on, come on. I'm risking my children coming down, but woohoo, plus 45. I couldn't be prouder than that. That puts us 2nd in the South. That puts us one of the top areas in the company for employee net promoter score, which is, do you enjoy working here? That's amazing. I'm going to send the full report out to the store managers so they can share it with you in the detail. I will call out some of the scores that have really I feel that we're really in control of, and that we've worked quite hard on as a team to be able to support you with it. So I'll call out some of the scores to give you an idea of what you've said. So customer driven, the company average is 64%. We've come in at 73, which is awesome. Company for collaboration, the company's at 51%. We're at 61%, which is amazing. I live and breathe collaboration, as you may know, constantly. That's lovely to see. And being agile, the company's at 69%. We are at 80%. And underneath agile, there are a few that actually really mean a lot to me. 3 people have the right to make mistakes. The company average is 69%. We're at 78%. And I know that might seem strange why I care about that one. I think if you're going to learn and grow and develop as an individual, you're going to get things wrong. You learn when you make mistakes, and you learn from that. So to see that as part of the feedback is just amazing, and I'm really pleased with that. I feel trusted to do my job. The company average is 82%. Our average is 88%. People feeling trusted to do their job. I can't tell you how that makes me feel. That's amazing. Because without trust, what can you achieve? I've got some others that I want to talk about. So I am proud to work for 3. The company average is 80%. We are 91%. I'm made up with that because that is us working hard to care about each other, develop each other, but also challenge each other as well. Because no one wants to work in a boring, unchallenging environment, but everybody wants to work in a supportive one as well. So I am proud to work for 3, 91%. In the last survey, that was lower, much lower. To see that come back to the standards that I expect and want to see in our area, I'm proud as punch. That's absolutely brilliant. We've got some ones around our management as well. Our manager communicates effectively, guides me through, inspires me to do a good job, and we constantly provide feedback to each other. The company is at 62% for feedback. We're at 85%. So all the work we've done on GCOBS, all the work we've done on SFM, I know at times it can feel a little bit like, I'll do another GCOB, it can feel like a tick box, but actually what we're trying to do is give quality feedback to help people develop and help people grow. And in the survey what you said was you valued that, and that means the world to me, because we always try and do our best, we're trying to help people, and when you give us the feedback afterwards that you've appreciated that, and that's working well in our area. It means we listened to the last survey, we put plans in place, and we improved. I'll send out the detail, but thank you very much, Area 12. I sat listening to this when my boss Kev called me. I'm not going to lie, I had a little tear. I've been quite emotional this week. I'm trying not to cry so much as an area manager, but it was emotional. I just sat for a moment and reflected on, I love being part of this area, I love being part of this team. This employee engagement survey demonstrated that is why I come to work. I want to work with you, I want to work with this team, I want to work with a team that's plus 45, and I'm made up. So thank you very much for that feedback. Again though, we will take some of the things that we haven't done so well on, and we will look to improve that as well, and we'll come out with a plan. I'll work with the Employee Forum to put a plan together to support us over the next 3 months until we have the next survey. But thank you very much for watching. I know it hasn't been quite live, but by all means comment underneath, I guess, or subscribe. Is that what they say? I don't know. I'm not a proper millennial, I just dress like one. So 3 things for me. Let's go own December. The priority KPIs are important. When I walk in the stores, I'm going to be asking you, what are the priority KPIs? I want to hear contract handset done, 3 rescue MPO, pay-as-you-go MPS. I want everybody to say that, everybody to be hearing that. 100%. I want you to earn your bonus. I want you to fill the pots. I'm totally cool with everybody filling their pots because I get paid off the same pots. I want amazing behaviours. These 5 KPIs, you have to do something different. It doesn't just walk in. So those amazing behaviours will then lead to you filling the pots. Secondly, I guess the last thing I'll leave you with is 2018 has been, for me personally, quite a challenging year. We've had the snow. I remember the first time I closed every store with the snow. Even this week we've had Newport closed, and we've reopened. It's been a challenging year for me personally, and not personally. It's been a challenging year for me professionally. But I know I'm going to be sat in my end of year review in January talking about everything that I've done this year and how I've grown, how I've developed, and what the story was from the start of the year to the end of the year. So my one request for you in December, absolutely, go deliver a massive performance that we can be proud of. But I'm asking you that because I want the end of my story this year to be, we invested loads of time and energy in our team, we made tough decisions, we made brave decisions, we supported people, we developed, we listened to what people said and we made a difference, and ultimately that ended up with us in performance as well. So that's why I'm asking you to do it, because I want my end of story to be, look what we did from the start to the finish. You will have a story too, so what is your story? What is the story that you're going to tell in your end of year review in January, February next year that was 2018 for you? How does the story end? Does it end with, I missed all my targets at the end? Does it end with, I missed opportunities to be amazing or to be recognised? How does it end? It's up to you, it's in your gift. We've given you the tools, the props are amazing, we've got the league, Retail Tools is hugely supportive. But how does your individual story end this year? Think about that and just be awesome. Hone into it. Tap into it, because December you're going to see the most fired up, most passionate, because my end of story is us delivering on these 5 KPIs. And ultimately that will lead into us performing on the dash. But predominantly so I can sit down with my boss at the end of the year and I go, Area 12, I told you how awesome this team was. What's your story you're going to be telling to your line manager? Think of that and have a fabulous December, and I shall see you all later on. Thank you very much everyone. Ta-ra.